Capricorn, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. You've got an incredibly exciting reading here, Capricorn. 2 aces, 4 majors, the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. I'm sure a lot of Capricorns might not be that happy to see the Hanged Man, but don't forget the Hanged Man is someone who's on his road to enlightenment, okay? He travels free. He trusts that there's a divine pattern working in his life and can be incredibly challenging or incredibly liberating. Okay, it all depends how it's manifesting. I think yours might be emotional. 6 of Cups, 9 of Cups and the Ace of Cups, okay? And your crowning card is the Ace of Swords. Gift of clarity, decision making. Sometimes with that Ace of Swords, it's double-edged. Sometimes we see those parts of us in our lives that we want to change and transform. That's part of the process, Capricorn. And actually, I'm now designing my 2018 readings, and I'm going to include a really big section on Capricorn and Saturn's transit, because I'm not a reader who reads about fear, okay? It's the rising of the oppressed. That's ultimately spiritually what it means, okay? Looking at our fears in the eye and rising above them to move our lives to a whole different dimension. With our feet firmly on the ground. I've got Capricorn ascending, but so I'm going to include quite a big section on that. And how it operates in your life is always going to be where Saturn is in your birth chart and what house it's transiting. For example, if Saturn's in your 8th house, it'll be rising from maybe oppressive situations regarding your love life and your sexual relationships. But anyhow, you can contact me directly. My email's in the About section. And I really try and make them accessible, Capricorn, okay? Now, I couldn't find my additional guidance card, so I pulled you the full card. Well, it came for you. Again, joint meanings. The full card is the ultimate in spiritual attainment. It can also mean a feeling that you're nowhere, particularly if you're trying to get something done. You're waiting on news, you're waiting for something to happen. The Fool and the Hanged Man can be quite frustrating energies, okay? I'm going to say it as it is. The trick, if you so choose, is remember, you know, it's in your hands, is to allow things to unfold, to trust there's a divine order, to get out of the way and to allow it to happen for you. Incredibly challenging. But Capricorn, that's why you're classed as the spiritual sign, because only you've got the energy to be able to do that. It's so challenging. Okay? Anyhow, I'm dropping that out there and I better do your reading. But you're in a quite a good place here, very powerful. Look, you start the week, Strength card and the Queen of Wands. Strength card is the Leo card, Queen of Wands notoriously one of the fire signs. What I'm getting beyond that, Capricorn, is the amount of energy and passion working through you. It's like you've drawn a line and you're no one's fool, and I've never classed you as anyone's fool, but there seems to be a line that's really been drawn, and you're really awakening up to your true power, because that's what the whole next 2 years is going to be about for you, a real awakening. And that's what I'm getting here. A very powerful awakening energy to your true source, your true destiny, and your true vitality. Right next to it, you get the 6 of Cups. So this tends to be emotional good news. There can be a connecting with someone. 6 of Cups is about maybe there's been a separation. This is you coming together. My only issue is with the Four of Discs. And this is, it's really strange. This is what I'm picking up for some Capricorns. That there's a boundary line that you've sort of drawn around yourself. And there's definitely an energy of, in the most loving way, no one's going to mess around with me anymore. Black Lilith has also gone into Capricorn, and that's her energy as well, okay? So I'm getting this incredibly powerful energy. You might get the Six of Cups, but for some reason you're protecting your heart a little bit. You know what? If there's a sign that I trust completely, it'd be you, Capricorn, okay? To know there's a reason why you've got to stand back a little bit and guard yourself. There's always a reason for our behaviour. Now, I'm not going to generalise that to the whole world situation, but there's a reason why you're protecting your heart. Some of you might be visiting family, that sort of thing with the Six of Cups. But it's definitely a nostalgia card, it's reconnection. But for some reason, Capricorn, you're guarding yourself a little bit. Not for long, because here comes the Tower with the Nine of Cups, and right next to the Nine of Cups is the Ace of Cups. Really interesting here. So both these cups are about emotional new beginnings and emotional exuberance. It's like you're overflowing with this emotional, emotional prosperity. I know it's a strange word, but that's what I'm picking up. Your cup's overflowing. Right next to it is the Ace of Cups, my favourite card in this whole deck. The Eye of the Divine shining through your heart. It's about destiny. A love that's meant to be, but with it, you've got the Tower and the Emperor. Now, the Tower I can see because the Tower is going to break down that Four, okay? Allow the process, just don't worry about it. Be the Hanged Man. Allow the process to unfold, and that's when you turn it around from waiting to allowing. And that's when things start to move in a much more mystical, but much more beautiful way. This Tower is going to break through this Four and reveal the Nine. So I wouldn't even give it 1 minute of worry. If you feel the need to protect your heart, trust your own wisdom, okay? Then comes the Emperor. So the Emperor can be an Aries person that you're dealing with, or I'm almost back to this quite similar energy, Capricorn, and this need to be a tiny bit guarded emotionally. But if there's a reason why, it's because you're being so incredibly empowered from within, okay? And Black Lilith would be particularly for any females watching. There's like, I'm having no more crap from anyone. You know, there's boundary lines been drawn here. And that's what I'm getting, incredibly powerful reading. You might feel that you're waiting, or you might not. You might just decide that you're trusting this process. You're no longer fearing, you're being the Fool in the most positive way, and the Hanged Man in the most positive way, which is that sort of empty hands. Very much thy will be done. But I'm really intrigued why there's so much emotional abundance. The Tower's going to break through the Four, but then it sort of comes up again with the Emperor, who can be a bit emotionally guarded. What the Emperor needs to do is feel. Okay, he needs to teach himself how to feel, which is, I'm quite intrigued here, to tell you the truth. Or this could be you just taking that power again, staying with that really empowered energy. Okay, Capricorn, a bit of a, I don't know what to say. I only work with the cards I'm given. You can get me directly. My email's in the About section. And don't buy into any fear about Saturn going into Capricorn, okay? It's about the rising of the oppressed, and it's about time, okay? And it's your time, Capricorn, okay? Loads of love, guys. Bye.